as a coach, the real power is in the listening. And that's listening to my own body. And I'm realizing, oh, I'm not fully present yet, so I can't begin. And I want to because there's 400 people watching me. Hi. So I'm going to invite you guys to ignore them. Let's assume it's just the three of us in the room for a moment. Oh, let's get a microphone for you guys. Bring it first, Cassandra. Thanks. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for saying yes to being here with me.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Let's play. And I'm pausing for a moment because sometimes, as a coach, the real power is in the listening. And that's listening to my own body. And I'm realizing, oh, I'm not fully present yet, so I can't begin. And I want to because there's 400 people watching me. But listening is the most powerful piece of deep coaching. Where's my clicker? Deep listening. Hi. And now I feel a little bit more present because I'm speaking what's real. Okay. Cassandra, let's say we get together in 3 years' time, and you say these words, holy shit, Rich. And you say, holy shit, it's 2021, and my life has transformed, both personally and professionally. What would you be talking about? What would you be telling me?
I would definitely be talking about personal-wise, that, you know, I've got a baby on the way, and, you know,
so let's do it this way. Let's have you travel through time. Instead of telling me what you would be telling me, you know what? It's Mind Valley you. And we came back together again, and I brought you back on stage to see what's happened. So first of all, congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
We're super excited.
Right.
Elsewise, the business has been doing fantastic. We're about to open a new location outside of the States, and we've started working on our foster program.
Tell me more about that. What's the business doing these days?
Well, we're being able to reach so many more entrepreneurs and changing the lives of small business owners just by taking all of the crud that they find themselves doing in their, you know, day-to-day business lives and getting them back into what they want to be doing by taking all of the operational stuff out. So, you know, we're opening another location. It's not just my San Francisco Bay Area location. It's also another location somewhere else in the world that we can start working in other languages and everything.
Tell me, because I feel your energy rising. Like, what's exciting about that? Yeah, this smile.
Well, you know, I've got this special little thing that some people like to call anal retentive. And I really enjoy finding the little things that are going to change people's lives. And really just getting into the meat of something and then just poof, showing the one thing that can be sewn together or sewn into their own systems and their lives to make things easier.
So that thing that for most people would call anal retentive is actually the thing that juices you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just pattern recognition and then finding the patterns that are going to be the most impactful and then implementing them and being able to see a client's eyes light up, just going like, oh my God, I finally have some space to myself. I love that response.
Yeah. Seeing a client's eyes light up, that brings so much energy into my body when I see that. So I totally get that. So take me back 3 years. You remember that time we sat on a stage in front of that group of people? What was holding you back then?
Mostly burnout. Burnout from my corporate job and from the 4.5 years of, you know, less sleep and non-stop work. And then
and take me back a bit in time. I'm imagining that was some of your story even before then, that you knew that as a story, because what I hear out in the future is that's what you help other people avoid, is that burnout.
Absolutely.
Did you know it for real in your own life?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for a couple of months now. I started my own firm at the beginning of that year, right? And to help other people avoid the issues that I was facing. So, you know, getting my life back on track and getting my self-worth back, because I tied it so hard into, you know, running this other firm. And I just spent my entire life. It was a tax firm.
And you ran it for somebody else?
Yes. Yeah, I was the director, and spent 4 years of my life trying to keep him off drugs and increase his company, which I did, you know, threefold by the time I left. But making it so that I myself lost my personal life, and I lost my spiritual life, and I lost absolutely everything else, just because I subsumed myself with work. Because it's something I love and something I'm good at. But at the same time, boundaries are a thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk some of the time to the audience and ask them, who knows that feeling of having a job that you love so much that it's actually hard to switch off from it because it feels so good to be working? Who knows that one? Yeah, I imagine a lot of people in this room. So we're not alone. I know that one too. I'm listening to the conversation, but I'm also listening for the perspective that my client's coming from. I want to see how she sees her world. So I'm getting a sense of what it was like in the past, how you were burnt out, the vision you have in the future, where you want to go. I'll put this up because you can see here. So I've got a sense of the dream. What's the fear? We always have the dream and the fear. What's standing in your way, slowing you down, or holding you back from everything that you want right now?
Honestly, it's like several different kinds of fear. I'm scared to work hard again. I'm scared to put myself back into that mind frame where I subsume myself in work again, in order to, you know, make my money. And, you know, I was making good money previously, and I spent all of it getting my business set up and going to Mind Valley U, and I was so burned out that I couldn't work.
So you're afraid you might replicate that old behavior, that old pattern.
Exactly. So I've got some kind of, you know, money fear going on, along with too much work. I'm scared of burning myself out again. So there's definitely that kind of, in Mind Valley terminology, abundance block going on there.
Well, actually, it sounds to me that you have what I call a perfect system, that you're a master. If we said, we want you to teach a class to everybody here about how to accomplish amazing goals, build a business threefold, 3 times the revenue and impact, and burn yourself out in the process, you would know exactly how to teach that, right?
Oh, I absolutely could. I would be very, very good at that class.
So teach me for a couple of minutes. I actually want you to take Cassandra's system for creating 3 times the revenue in any business you go to and burning yourself out in the process.
Well, first, it starts off with something from Eric Edmead's class that I listened to earlier. Do it all yourself.
Great.
That doesn't work so well, does it?
Great. So don't worry about them. Stay with me. Teach me. So, Rich, do it all yourself.
Rich, do it all yourself. Focus more on getting what you're getting done instead of fighting with yourself to force, you know, whatever owner you happen to be working with into doing what's right for the business. Definitely that one. Because since we've been hired to do this, clearly that also means that we need to fight with the owner to make sure that we're doing our jobs.
Okay.
So add that level of tension in addition to doing all of the coding yourself, to doing all of the system setup yourself, all of the process formalization and setup, all of the hiring.
All the tension, and then make up a rule that I have to do all these different things and take that all on as my own responsibility.
Exactly.
What's the secret one that no one would know, like the really secret one about the masterful way to create 3 times the revenue and burn yourself out in the process. So what I'm doing is messing with her thinking. She wants to have this be something bad, but actually it's something amazing. There's a gift in here. And as we're drawing this out, I'm helping. I once worked with a woman who said, I constantly date emotionally unavailable men. I said, that sounds amazing. Teach me how to do that. And she had it down. She had a 17-point system. She could run seminars on it. But it brought a sense of humor to the struggle that she had. And from there, we were able to look at, well, what if that looked different? So what I'm doing here is leadership. I'm leading the client at times. I'm here to serve her, not to please her. I'm here to draw out a sense of what's the truth, or tell the truth if it's needed. So let me come back to you. Did you get one? Is there a secret one that no one would know?
Be lonely.
How do I do that?
I'm an
See,
introvert.
she knows, right? Like, I'm messing with her thinking right now. She said, be lonely. How do you do that? And your brain began to spin.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, so thankfully that's very natural for me, and I hear you are too, so it shouldn't be difficult. Yeah, just be yourself.
Nice. Thank you. So let's pause there. Hey, thanks for listening. Before you go, I've got over a decade's worth of tools and ideas to help you drastically increase your income and your impact as a coach over at richlitvin.com. And hit the subscribe button, because when you do, you'll automatically get notified every time I release a new podcast episode. See you next time.